Let me just throw some words out there that I know for sure you think about day to day. Price, amount, cost, importance, worth, and value. We hear these things in different ways and interpret them every which way. Whether they occur in our minds, pop into our thoughts, or roll off our tongues. We look at things intentionally and sometimes unintentional on whether or not we truly believe in its potential. Just for example, we choose food, clothes, cars, and houses based on what we think the value is. And I'm going to be honest, I do the same and I'm cool with it. We all have different tastes and like to eat off of different plates. We all pick and choose at our buffets. But let me tell you what we do that is so shameful that even I sometimes fall and fail to do. And that's look at the importance of people. And it's something I feel like we do daily, even if it's accidental. We praise those who the media puts on a pedestal, whether it's people on a court, on a field, on the radio, or on the social. We tend to look up to those just because others did. And I'm not saying that's wrong, because everyone's important. But I feel like we make an idol out of it. We follow trends based on the amounts of likes they get. And as easy as it is to jump into that pool, we tend to find ourselves drowning in their value, that we forget about the safety and how far we swam away from land. And we can't swim back to the shore of us. We chase and we chase, and we give and we give, just to try to grab a hold of or get a taste of what they have. We get caught dreaming and fantasizing what it would be like to look like those people in others' eyes. And we follow this whole American dream, where we all feel like we are celebrities and those on a screen. We end up hating the person that is right in front of we, and that person is you and me. Ladies, you see all these cover and showgirls that seem like they got the perfect man, the looks, and the whole world. That you yourselves forget that you're diamonds and pearls. You even choose to starve yourselves because you think you're too overweight. Or even when you choose to eat, you then go and hurt. All because you want to have that figure of a perfect girl. Well, let me tell you something that you don't hear enough. Or maybe you just don't believe it, like it's some kind of bluff. But I believe you're absolutely beautiful. And to be honest, everyone should think so too. It shouldn't take you giving up yourselves just for you to finally feel beneficial. It shouldn't take you spending hours on yourselves for you to finally look like and feel like you're worth someone's time. And you shouldn't have to put makeup on makeup just for you to finally be worth a dime. But ladies, you should take a look at yourselves in the mirror and say you're fine. Go ahead and smile once in a while. Remind yourselves that you still got some shine. And remind you of you. And don't try to be fake like all these other girls do. Now, a man like myself, I would like to tell you guys to take a break and breathe. It's okay to think and relax for your mental health. Because men, we get so focused on trying to be strong and big, and being the next big thing, that we look down on ourselves and other guys who are struggling. We feel like we need to be built to carry weight upon weight. So we just keep stacking and stacking like we're tough. Now, I don't know much, but I do know all it takes is a straw to break a camel's back. And I feel like we push and push, even when we start to crack. We feel like less of a man when we lack. But I'll tell you what a real man does. He asks for help, and a real man helps. We don't need to act like we have it all together, and that we're bigger and badder than each other. Because to be honest, we keep nothing together. That's why it's important to call on one another. And that's why it's so important to have some brothers. Now, all of us need to get our vision checked and stop looking at ourselves like we are an accident, and stop questioning if our lives are relevant. I'm so tired of the amount of suicide and the thought of others taking their lives, and the number every year it just rises and rises. All because we come up and believe in all of these different lies. We end up creating a picture of ourselves that we despise. So please, just let me take that brush and let me help paint a picture and a masterpiece that you think is good enough. Because let me tell you, a self-portrait of you is priceless enough. You were created for a purpose. And whether you believe it or not, you were created on purpose by someone who truly believes that you're worth it. And they think highly of you and are so madly in love with each and every detail about you. Their only wish is for you to see you the way that they do. They created the sun, the moon, the stars. They created the ocean, the seas, nature, and the trees. They literally created everything. But the most important thing to them, out of all their creation, the number one thing that is so full of their passion, out of all the things that we could ever imagine, is you. And I hope that one day you believe it like I do.